I grew up in Beijing. I was a city girl and only child, a product of China's one-child policy. My parents worked full-time, so I was at home alone a lot, reading books and listening to the radio for hours. I wore a key around my neck to let myself into my house every day, and my schoolmates used to call me the girl with a key necklace. Looking back, I realized now that the key was really a portal into the other world. In the eyes of others, I was always a perfect student, earned straight A's. When I graduated from a top university in Beijing, I got several offers from big companies. But I felt lost, not knowing my purpose or direction in life. Like that little girl, I still held a key, but this time I wasn't sure which door to open. I started learning about NGOs, which were relatively new to China at that time. It was fascinating to me that you can make a living by helping people to live a better life. Without hesitation, I chose to work in an NGO, training village committees to run democratic elections in rural China. In 3 years, traveling to villages all over China, I learned a lot about big rural-urban divide, its diversity, and the social changes spreading across the country. I also discovered something about myself, that I feel truly proud and rewarded by helping others. I eventually left Beijing for New York to continue my studies at Columbia University. I was amazed to say that for many people, China was just Beijing or Shanghai. They didn't see the diverse China I knew and loved. It was then that I knew I wanted to help Chinese people to live a better life and help the world understand the real China, the people, and their stories. When I found Rare, it was perfect timing. In 2007, I returned from New York to Kunming, a small city in southwest China. For the next 15 years, worked directly with people and nature. I built a team of 16 people, and together we run 25 pride campaigns across China, tackling critical environmental challenges like poaching, destructive fishing, deforestation, and food waste. We also improved habitats of 16 nationally protected species and inspired over 300,000 Chinese people to change their behavior for the sake of conservation. Changing people's mind and behavior is so hard. I have witnessed farmers struggling to survive in remote mountains but willing to preserve their landscape. Or a woman living in a nature reserve who was attacked by wild tigers but still want to protect them. I learned that it takes powerful passion from the community, committed conservation leaders to drive the change, and the right tools to motivate people. This work has continued to inspire me for the past 15 years. And nowadays, we have a newer and bigger problem to solve: climate change in China. People everywhere, in cities and rural areas, already suffer from it. But when I talk to people, they all say the same thing. I wanted to take action, I'm just not sure how. The good news is we have the solution to inspire people to take action, like we have done in our past work in China, to act on climate change. My dream is to drive change one behavior at a time. Sometimes I feel like I still wear a key around my neck.
And now I feel like I'm using it to open Chinese people's eyes to the possibility that they have the power to solve China's big challenges.